We're just about to kick off the event. Our guests of honor have all arrived. So if you can please make your way to the stage area and take your seats, we can kick off at our 7 p.m. mark. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Demo Day of the very first Green Energy Champion Accelerator program implemented by Hatch and Good Life X. We're here to witness today how a startup-driven approach to solving everyday problems can transform how you and I consume energy every day.
Absolutely, Shanali. And the GEC program, as you all know, actually started in 2016, and it aimed to create awareness on emerging conservation and promote energy innovation in Sri Lanka. And over the years, the last 6 years, it has supported more than 20 projects and initiatives. But this year, we changed things up a bit. And the Green Energy Champions have been through a rapid and immersive business acceleration program, and worked with 20 industry experts across 6 countries who dedicated over 2,200 expert hours to support these 5 champions be Demo Day ready.
A big shout out to the German Federal Foreign Office for commissioning this project, and our implementation partners GIZ, the Ministry of Power, and the State Ministry of Solar, Wind, and Hydropower Generation Projects Development. Further, we'd also like to thank the Sri Lankan Sustainable Energy Authority and the delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Sri Lanka for supporting us build this industry-defining program.
In a moment, you will witness each and every one of our team's stories and their unique products. But before we start, we really appreciate us all following the protocols in place to ensure our safety. So please make sure you wear your masks on at all times during the duration of the event, and keep your conversations on the down low, and keep your mobile phones on silent or switched off. And please give the best of your attention to the presenters and the pitch sessions that you see on stage today. With that, we would now like to welcome on stage the Country Director for GIZ Office here in Sri Lanka, Christiane Einfeld for her address.
Okay, I will follow your protocols and keep the mask on at all times, so I hope you can still hear me. I'll try to get a bit closer to the mic. Okay. Dear Chairman of the Sustainable Energy Authority, Your Excellency, Ambassador Seubert, dear representative of the delegation of German industry and commerce in Sri Lanka, dear representatives of Sri Lankan state authorities, private sector, civil society, and the media, especially dear winners of the Green Energy Champion, dear partners and colleagues. A very warm welcome to Demo Day, the day of the investor pitches of the 5 winners of the Green Energy Champion, and at the same time, the final event of this round of the Green Energy Champion competition. Today is a day to celebrate our 5 green energy champions and to celebrate the long-standing partnerships which had sustained truly challenging circumstances in the past years, ranging from a global pandemic, curfews, import stops, and a really overall challenging economic situation. So given all that, I'm extremely honored to see you all here assembled, that we made it happen finally, face-to-face, limited numbers, restrictions, but nevertheless, we made it happen, and to have our chief guests gracing that event today. So it's a real pleasure for me. On behalf of GIZ, of course, I would also like to thank the Federal Foreign Office of Germany, who has made it possible for us to implement this project jointly with the ministry, and now comes this terrible title, Solar, Wind and Hydropower Generation Projects Development, the Sri Lanka Sustainable Energy Authority, and from the German side, the embassy team, as well as the delegation of German industry and commerce. So in this round, the Green Energy Champion was on a very special mission. It aimed to identify Sri Lanka's up-and-coming startups and innovators in the renewable energy sector, to showcase their businesses, to support their growth through an accelerator program, and to share their stories. Moreover, through an awareness campaign, the project inspired others and raised awareness on best practices in the renewable energy sector. Given the urgency to tackle the global climate crisis, but also the ongoing discussion here in Sri Lanka on energy use and generation, I think this is a very timely event today. I would like to congratulate you, the Green Energy Champions, for your ideas, your innovations, your passion, your resilience, and for your contribution, your very individual contribution, to tackle one of the most pressing challenges of our times. Last but not least, the remarkable achievements of our winners would not have been possible without our implementation partners, Hatch and GLX. So thank you for your incredible enthusiasm, for this wonderful space, and for being so strong and such a great mentoring partner for our startups. Finally, as we really want to put into spotlight our 5 green energy champions, I will keep it short and wish you a joyful evening, new discoveries, and good discussions and networking. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Einfeld, for those encouraging words. Next, I'd like to invite His Excellency Holger Seubert, Ambassador Designate of the Federal Republic of Germany to Sri Lanka and the Maldives, to deliver his address.
Good evening. Chairman, Sustainable Energy Authority, Country Director, Mrs. Einfeld, distinguished guests, representative of state authorities, of private sector, media, press following us here or online. I'm pleased and honored to welcome you to the 4th round of the Green Energy Champion here at Hatch Co-working Space. I have to admit that it's the first time that I'm visiting Hatch Co-working Space, and I'm quite impressed. I'm hearing that the 6th floor is still available, so I was thinking about moving my embassy here because it's so inspiring to be here in these walls. So I can imagine that some good ideas are developed here at Hatch Co-working Space, as we will see later on. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, one of the biggest challenges countries currently face is the global energy crisis. Traditional sources of energy drastically increase in price. At the same time, we see very negative environmental impact of overusing non-renewable energies. In fact, the energy sector currently accounts for 3/4 of the CO2 emissions worldwide. In the midst of the current energy crisis, Sri Lanka, however, has a veritable asset, and this is the enormous potential for renewable energy on your wonderful island. Whereas hydropower is already a major source, solar and wind energy so far only contribute a small share to the overall energy mix. However, and I'm glad to be able to say that, however, this is about to change. The Sri Lankan government set the ambitious goal of achieving 70% of the national electricity production through renewable energies by 2030. And Germany always stands ready to support you in this endeavor. Germany, my country too, wants to shift from a conventional to a sustainable energy production. As you know, we call it Energiewende, which is in German the energy transition process. I may say that we have done fairly well so far in moving gradually away from unsustainable energies. The newly elected German government, with a green foreign minister, has put climate change action at the forefront of its agenda. The new coalition puts particular emphasis on the expansion of renewables, aiming at 80% renewable electricity by 2030. And to highlight the importance of that goal, we in Germany established a new federal ministry for economic affairs and climate action. Ladies and gentlemen, the Green Energy Champion, initiated back in 2015, is an effort to encourage people, institutions, and business persons to display best practices in the sector of renewable energy and energy efficiency. The Green Energy Champion shows us every year there is huge untapped potential for creative ideas in the renewable energy sector here in Sri Lanka. The again very large number of applications, among them numerous highly interesting ideas, testify the innovative power of Sri Lanka's creative minds. Against this background, it's a real pity that we were not able to award more than only 5 of the applications. Dear winners of the competition, allow me to express my admiration for the work you have done. I do admire your commitment and your endurance. You are true green energy champions, and I'm sure you are a great motivation to others. I'm happy to hear that at the end of the 6 months business development program, all of you have come up with a market-ready product. And now I'm eagerly looking forward to learning more about this. So I wish you all the best for the future. of your green energy endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now welcome on stage Mr. Ranjit Sepala, the Chairman of the Sri Lanka Sustainable Energy Authority, to speak on behalf of the Honourable State Minister Duminda Dissanayake, Minister of Power and State Ministry of Solar, Wind and Hydro Generalisation Project Development for his address.
Thank you very much. Aibowan, good evening. Your Excellency, Olga Siebert, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to Sri Lanka and Maldives, Country Director, and the guest, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, winners. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this Green Energy Champion project, which for inviting me to this exciting event. I am privileged to be with you in this beautiful evening in the heart of Colombo. As most of you may be already aware, Sri Lanka has just beginning an important journey toward complete carbon neutrality by 2050. In this journey, one important milestone worth mentioning is the goal set by His Excellency Gotabaya Rajapaksa, President of Sri Lanka, to realize 70% electricity generation from renewable energy sources by 2030. Your Excellency, you mentioned that as well. You will agree that this is a tough challenge which will exert pressure on every input resources required to make this change. The resources required to effect such dramatic changes in the electricity range from land resources to substantial investments. Technology and know-how, blessing of the citizen and general social acceptance are some of those important inputs to us. One of the most important input often overlooked by most of us is the human contribution required to make such dramatic change. It comes in several forms, stretching from the labor participation to high-level technical capability to create sustainable energy technologies. This human contribution to change will be very important to align Sri Lanka to the global trend known as the energy transition. The wide spectrum of activities undertaken to develop the human contributions are named as the workforce development in developed economies. In this light, we are delighted that the Federal Foreign Office of Germany and GIZ and its partners, including Sri Lanka Sustainable Authority, have joined hands to elevate the Green Energy Champion project to enhance the human capital of the country. The 5 contenders who are demonstrating their newly developed technologies here today are the most fortunate among all those participated. I consider them to be the most fortunate because they receive very valuable exposure, guidance, and knowledge from a pool of seasoned experts in wide range of disciplines such as engineering and marketing. They are fortunate because the projects provided all these to the contenders at no cost to them. For most other startups, such exposure and knowledge can be gained only by burning their fingers and sometimes even losing their lifetime's earning as well. Such is the difficult journey of every startup in this competitive world. It is indeed a blessing to have by an experienced team early in the journey toward commercial successes. So let us thank the Federal Foreign Office Germany, the German Embassy and the Ambassador, GIZ, and its partners, including the Sri Lanka Sustainable Authority and the wonderful team of mentors for the success displayed here this evening. In our journey towards carbon neutrality by 2050 and the first important milestone in Sri Lanka energy transition, the 70% by 2030 goal, we rely heavily on global leaders in sustainable energy. Germany, we take as the best mentor Sri Lanka can have, as they have proven beyond doubt that they are the technology leader in sustainable energy, as you mentioned. So we look forward to more cooperation opportunities with Germany and ever involved in relationship with Germany, just like the Green Energy Champion project, bringing the two countries to closer and closer, with the next to be modernized with this, getting what we learn from this, for the past years, and do the best event in the next year. I take this opportunity to congratulate the 5 contenders we have here and wish them success in their commercialization effort. I am truly honored and privileged to witness the humble beginning of 5 ventures, which I hope will one day become formidable technology leaders capable of contributing heavily to the national goals and also to humanity struggle to save our beautiful planet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your address. As mentioned, it's definitely been a trying few years for a lot of us Sri Lankans. But these startups that you will see here today, or these innovators really, have really championed resilience and created innovative and transformative products during the course of the last 5 months. The Green Energy Champion Accelerator started in June of 2021 with the aim of enabling 5 innovative companies to expand their horizons during a very short period of time.
We're so very proud of the companies that are here today, joining us from all over Sri Lanka, including Jaffna, Gaul, and Ratnapura. And both Hatch and GLX have been privileged to see these companies grow, taking their concepts to products, signing on their first employees, partners, and customers, and exceeding all expectations set to them during the course of the program. With resilience comes great learning opportunities. And that's why we are so very proud of some of the teams who are here today, who will be pitching to you for the very first time in their careers.
Absolutely, Shanali. And what's really special is that this is also the first time that their female co-founders are pitching. And it's really heralding a new era for female leaders in clean tech and green tech in Sri Lanka. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready to meet the teams. So please, a round of applause for your Green Energy Champions.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Chamara and I'm the co-founder of Sonar. All of a sudden, nervous. We are in the route optimization business and we are revolutionizing the movement of goods and people from point A to point B. I would like to start with an old Chinese proverb. The line between order and disorder lies in logistics. This is why we have created a great software to actually give the optimization and build for an order in these logistic platforms. On average, a delivery rider in Sri Lanka handles above 10 packages in a single route. Think of a situation where he has to deliver 15 packages. To pick the first location, he has to think of 15 locations to go, and to find the next one, he has 14 more locations to think of. So like this, can you believe, to deliver 15 packages, there exist 1.3 trillion route options to pick from. But there exists only one out of those 1.3 trillion options that will minimize your cost and time, and also give the most efficient route. Everything else is just wasted fuel and time on road, increased anxiety to the dispatcher and the driver, and increased air and noise pollution. Route Sonar solves this issue. Not only this, but the full process from the dispatch to the delivery. We solve how you manage your orders. We solve how you allocate your fleet. We solve how you optimize to measure your productivity. We create value beyond measure. Our initial assessments have shown that our riders travel 30% less on road, and also there's 4 times the benefit to the cost incurred. All in all, we save 10 kilograms of carbon for the 100 kilometers traveled. This is the dashboard that you enter all the information. So you can opt for a manual location entry, or you can go for the mass upload. So in the manual location entry, so you can optimize the relevant route based on the locations that you input. If you go for the Excel upload, the mass upload, you can input all the locations in your the whole delivery schedule. If you're handling over 5,000 deliveries per day, for example, so then you can upload that and let the system assign routes based on the fleet that you have for the best optimization possible. It's simple, easy as that. Optimization gets you to the route view. The route view has the details about the total distance, total travel time, total carbon emissions, all that data. All this data are available to the dispatcher in real time as well. So the dispatcher can see the number of vehicles on the road, the drivers on the road, and also get real-time updates about the deliveries as they happen. The rider can actually get this information from a simple SMS or just a push notification in their driver's app. We provide analytics for the managers and the hierarchical to get the best out of the information that is available. So we show the information for all the dispatch that are sent out. We show the fuel consumption. We show the carbon calculations. Everything is trackable. Your orders, your fleet, and your success. We launched a rider's app to create convenience to the driver and also to promote a paperless operation. So in this, with one single app, he's able to navigate to multiple locations and at the same time take a photo to mark the proof of delivery. And also, he can look at their previous deliveries and see what sort of productivity that he has been on. Our target market is e-commerce companies, distributors, courier companies in Sri Lanka. Alerix, Shirohana, John Keels, Provido, Nelna, and even Rhoda, one of the green energy champions from within this program, are part of Route Sonar because they want to improve their unique selling proposition through us by integrating the app into their platforms. The global market is evolving rapidly. The global logistic market is valued at $8 to $10 trillion, and roadway accounts for 1/3 of it. Another 1/3 is seaway, and another 1/3 is a mix of air and railway. The whole market is growing at a compound annual growth rate of 8%. In terms of competition, there are few players out there who are doing route optimization. For example, Abivin, a Vietnam-based startup, started in 2016. They recorded a revenue of $6 million in 2020 only. Greenplan, one of the closest comparables to Sonar because of its sustainability focus, they got acquired by DHL in 2020. Sonar differentiates itself from the competition because its use of multi-parameter algorithm to combine both fleet and route optimization to create a more sustainable approach. We provide a holistic approach into creating the greener alternative. Our business model is easy to understand, easy to use. Either you can pay for the locations or you can pay for the vehicle on the road. To optimize thousands of locations, it would be $29.99. If you are using for a vehicle, it would be $49.99 per month. Or to create that convenience, we have built the Riders app. So if you are using that, it would be $69.99. So our product is always evolving. We have introduced more and more parameters to create greater flexibility to our customers. We have incorporated more and more features. Soon, our software will connect with the hardware in the market soon. Also, we are creating a platform for our partners to share their carbon emissions, share their fleet, share their resources. We are also the best team to build this product. Why? Because Surat is the chief operating officer. He used to run a ride-hailing startup in Sri Lanka, and he brings logistic domain experience through his PhD work. Nusi and Ruan, our co-CTOs, they have delivered that they can build scalable tech products. Nusi is a serial entrepreneur who has built tech products that are used by many. Ruan consults bigger corporates on making efficiency out of tech. I bring corporate finance and strategy experience into this. Now you know what we are building and why we are building it. In the last 4 months, we improved the accuracy of our algorithm and also added more features, added fleet optimizations to suit a wider market. We are asking for $50,000 for a 15% stake in our company. This will enable us to grow for our 30 customers. And also, this will create more market visibility and strengthen the core product. We at Sonar want to be part of your logistic game and give you the competitive advantage that you never had. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rohit Ananda. I'm the founder of Ecotech Base and the CEO of my company.
I'm Shriyani Vijayatilaka, co-founder and director technical of Ecotech Base.
First of all, let me say a small story about our journey. I'm coming from a rural village called Katepala in Ratnapura district. In our childhood, we didn't have electricity in our village. At that time, an international NGO called Intermediate Technology Development Group came to our village to establish a micro hydro power plant in our village. As a teenager, and as an undergraduate, I also play a big role in that project. That is where I started my renewable energy career. In that journey, I met Shriyani, this is my wife, and we started our biogas system in our home in 1998. We use biogas for cooking, we use biogas for lighting, and we run our refrigerator by using the biogas at that time. With 25 years of experience, I could do a lot in this biogas sector, mainly to develop large-scale biogas plants. In 2013, we started our own business, that is Ecotech Base, and we mainly provide services to the large-scale players, that is hotels, government officers, and municipal councils, and so on. In 2020, in the corona period, we thought that we need to develop a small-scale biogas system that is mainly running with home waste and garden waste and generate fertilizer. And this product is called EcoBuddy. EcoBuddy is not just a biogas system, it is an educational tool. We empower the entire family to come together and manage their waste in-house. We want our next generation to be passionate and more concerned about the environment as well as the renewable energy. Let's see how this product is working.
This is a model of EcoBuddy. You can put your digestible kitchen and food waste from here and garden waste from here. Automatically they will go the digester. The anaerobic bacteria will do their job. You can get the biogas from here. Finally, you can get the organic fertilizer from here. Everything is fully automated and so easy to use it. What you have to do is put your garbage correctly, use fertilizer and gas daily. The EcoBuddy is a solution for overcrowded landfill, ineffective household waste management, and reliance on fossil fuel for cooking.
With the EcoBuddy system, you will get the environmental friendly recirculation of your waste from your generated from your household, less emission of the greenhouse gases to the environment, and it's a greener and safer solution for LPG, liquid petroleum gas, and reduced reliance on artificial fertilizer. We started our product in 2020 July, and we tested this unit about 1 year, and we started installation this product in July 2021, about 4 months ago. And we started from 2 units, and today we have installed 56 biogas EcoBuddy systems covering 9 districts of the country. And we would like to thank GIZ and Green Energy Champion experts and Hatch giving us this wonderful opportunity to make our product more sustainable and going to the society. Today, we are getting a lot of inquiries through social media, and we have 2 sales partners now, and our team is now well equipped and they are trained well to manufacture this product. In December 2020, that means last month, we got 12.5 million government project in Northwestern Province. Agriculture Department to install 165 biogas units in their area. And we have started our second manufacturing plant in Nicoaratia area. And today, the Regional Development Bank is ready to give their loans to our customers. So it's a good point for us. When we talk about our customers, they are always saying, recommending to the others to purchase this product. And we are proud of that, and we did good things to the society. Now we are the only players, active player in this domain. If you consider about the potential to EcoBuddy, we have 5 million households in the country. If we can introduce this EcoBuddy system at least for one household, at least for 1% of the household, that is more than 50,000 units to be installed. It's worth of more than 3 billion rupees. We need to improve our product furthermore, and we want to improve the end user applications as well. To cater this demand, we need to start manufacturing and sales centers in each and every district. Now we have confidence and we have a good team to do that.
This is our team. Apart from the two of us, we have the manufacturing partners, sales partners, technical supervisors, and IT consultant. We need your support. Please come and join with us for a greener, more sustainable country for the future generations to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening all. I am Adhishani Karyavasa, Director of Sanota Private Limited, and I am joined by Sahan Ranasinghe, Chief Engineer and Managing Director of Sanota Private Limited. We are in machine manufacturing and factory automation industry for more than 10 years. Most Sri Lankan households are now reliant on hot water for their comfort and convenience. But when you look at how majority of the hot water is produced, it's come from fossil sources like from gas used to power the heaters or geysers. And other may use standard solar hot water systems that are still reliant to be powered by electricity in the absence of sunlight. Currently, the electricity used to power the devices can be generated from inefficient sources such as charcoal and diesel in Sri Lanka. Charcoal and diesel are not green energy sources and are quite harmful to the environment. So, factoring all this in, we have developed a solar hot water system, Puro, that does not require electricity at all. Puro will not increase your electricity bill and is also an environment-friendly product. Puro is designed, manufactured and assembled locally making it a 100% Sri Lankan product.
Our solar hot water system is designed to reduce the heat loss and increase efficiency. This unit consists of 2 inches of insulation covered by a double wall for better insulation, and it will detect to reduce heat loss. We are using flat plate collector type heat absorption method. A flat plate collector is a heat exchanger that converts the radiant solar energy from the sun to heat energy using the greenhouse effect. It collects or captures solar energy and uses energy to heat water. The solar flat plate collector tends to be more cost effective due to their simple design, low cost, and relatively easy installation compared to other forms of hot water heating systems. The inner storage cylinder is made of 304 grade stainless steel material, and it can pressurize up to 5 bars of safety. Also, this unit comes with safety valves for user safety. We are currently designing the system with different capacity ranges from 50 liters to 600 liters. We are targeting both households and industrial users, such as hotels, restaurants, adult care centers, and hospitals. The main difference between Puro and other solar hot systems are that we are only using solar panel water, but competing products are using solar and electricity both. Puro is also 10% cheaper than our nearest competing product. To make Puro even more sustainable, we are working to incorporate a biogas unit for continuous usage. Looking at the market side, the total population in Sri Lanka is just over 22 million, and there are approximately 5.2 million households, and with an approximate annual market growth of 7%. Of these, as at 2021, only around 150,000 solar hot water systems have been sold within Sri Lanka. And according to the Tourist Board, we are still lacking 20,000 hotel rooms to meet upcoming demand, and this need will increase day by day. So there is a huge market potential for Puro, and given the current economic climate of Sri Lanka, people are eagerly seeking more cost-effective and alternative energy sources to power their homes with minimal disruption to their lifestyles. We are pleased to share that we have successfully developed and tested a 75-liter solar hot water system, and we are now preparing for an all-island marketing campaign. Already has orders from 3 of our current Sanota customers. Consists of seasoned engineering and R&D project and product managers with a collective experience of over 50 years. We look forward to partnering with you for many more green energy solutions with Sri Lankan innovation at the forefront. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Radhipriya and my husband Ramesh. We are the founders of esteemed. I am the CEO and director of esteemed. Let me tell you our story. The story that led us to our vision to empower energy freedom. During our childhood, we were only able to study, work and live during the daytime. In the night, we lived in darkness because we didn't have electricity. We had to do our studies and homework before sunset. This meant that we lived only half a day. while the rest of the world lived a full day. So we were at a disadvantage in my childhood life. This time passed, as time passed, when we were back to hometown in 2011 as a family with my kids, blackouts became our part of life again. And we were worried that our kids may have to live in darkness as we did. So Ramesh and I thought of a sustainable solution. We decided to go with solar as our solution because it is freely available resource. Once we implemented our solar power system at home, we could see how it transformed our family life. While we thought, why not help with others with a similar solution, and that's how EcoSteam was born. EcoSteam means ecologically esteemed. Through EcoSteam, we were able to provide the solution, give them energy freedom. During our 10-year study journey, we had served over 450 customers with more than 5 megawatts of solar rooftop system. While serving these customers, we started our R&D unit in 2015, and developed for solar panels for street light. We had installed over 250 street lights, which we had manufactured in our company.
In our journey, we have solved many customers' problems with the solar power in sustainable way. The unique opportunity we gave us the unique problem that gave us new opportunities. We noticed that for some, customers were not happy with the aesthetic view of their rooftop solar system in their house. The crevices in the solar panel attracted nesting birds and rodents and was a headache for cleaning. The increasing weight on the building, that was not factored during construction. The increasing size of solar panel, not utilizing full roof area, and there was a concern raised about fire risk. So our R&D team worked on the solutions, and with the many experiments, we came up with we have a cool design, lightweight tile shape, and it make the roof itself to generate electricity. We call it roof steam. Why roof steam? It will make your roof to generate electricity. It provide more durable roof. It preserve aesthetic view of your home. It is weatherproof and safe from fire. It is easy to fix and maintain. There's an option to customize colors and textures. There are many benefits investing in roof steam. It is made up of 100% recyclable material, and you will go carbon neutral. It may give you revenue from carbon credit, and it is made in Sri Lanka. This is a 1 kilowatt roof steam installation showing the performance of in 2021. This is a comparison against the standard solar solution, standard solar panel. It shows improved performance over the time. We have asked our customers about roof steam. The overwhelming majority of them consider roof steam for their solar rooftop system. Over the past few months, we have generated 68 leads and got 4 customer confirmation whose orders are now in production. As per our government target, 70% energy from renewable energy source, there is a good scope for rooftop solar system. It is estimated current market of $500 million for rooftop solar system, and is expected to grow 5 gigawatt by 2030. There are 5 million households in Sri Lanka, from which less than 40,000 have installed solar rooftop system, and 5,000 plus new house permits are issued annually in Sri Lanka. Among the domestic consumers of Ceylon Electricity Board, more than 200,000 pays more than 4,500 rupees for electricity supply. This is a pretty good market for roof steam solar tiles. Roof steam is useful for these customer segments. For smart owners, roof steam gives sustainable electricity supply from roof. For green businesses, it can help them to go carbon neutral. For green builders, we can partner with them for the solar roof tile. For green influencers, we can partner with them for the project that target carbon neutrality. Our future roadmap is to make roof steam #1 brand for the solar solution in Sri Lanka, and we will enter South Asian market within 2 years, followed by ASEAN market. We aim to become a $1 billion exporter for the solar solution in Sri Lanka. All this will be done with our experienced and committed team, myself, Radipriya, Vaishnavi, and Devasiva. We will be seeking 100 million investment to scale up our production and the marketing. Let's empower the energy freedom for the betterment of our children and the country. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Iyaz, and I am here to talk about reimagining movement in Sri Lankan cities. This problem was, the reason to solve this problem comes from a very personal place. I've gone to school in buses, I've gone to universities, I went to university, I went to work in buses. Spending 4 or 5 hours, excruciating hours in those buses packed there, really made me want to change, find a solution for this problem. At that time I didn't, and I'm not alone in this problem. The world is a commuter's nightmare. This is why there are people trying to build underground tunnels or flying cars to solve it. But in Sri Lanka, there's a special twist. Special twist. We have fuel imports where we spend close to $250 million every month in Sri Lanka. On top of that, we have testing. On top of that, we have everyone can hear me, right? I don't need this yet. On top of that, we have vehicle restrictions due to our forex, the amount of money we spend on fuel. And on top of that, we have the road congestions. So, Sri Lanka is a commuter's nightmare. But the solution, introducing the Rhoda AT, smart bicycle. Now, it's a Sri Lankan solution to a Sri Lankan problem. It's funny that even the past month alone, 3 different ministers said that, Sri Lankan ministers said that we should be cycling to work or cycling more. And this is what this bicycle does. It's a bicycle, but it makes cycling easy. With the motor and a battery, equipped with a motor and a battery, it makes it just easy and fun. Up to 60 kilometers for just 10 rupees. I mean, what can you do for 10 rupees these days? I get to travel 6 times up and down from home to work. Easy and safe, right? Only goes up to 25 kilometers per hour. So it's even slower than a bicycle, which is safe. No registration, no licenses. You just get it, hop on it, and just ride. Step 2, design, which basically is taking into consideration attire. Sarong, sari, any age, just hop and go. Smartphone access, meaning we have a enriched dashboard that allows you to see more metrics, and also security for like using biometric authentication, which is this table over here. You can prioritize your health, even though it's an e-bike, you're still burning calories. You can be consciously living on planet Earth without being a burden. I'm talking about your carbon footprint. And then also, minimum servicing is just a bicycle. So, this idea was incepted in 2016. But just after the first lockdown was lifted, we finished the prototype because Rhoda was ready for that. And then after 4 months after that, we just couldn't wait, and then we announced it right at this very auditorium, we are in the same press, announcing Rhoda to the world. And 2021 has been a year of basically manufacturing product refinement, because building a prototype is easy, but taking the prototype to mass production takes time. So we spent the last year doing that, and the end of 2021 we started taking orders. And our first shipment is actually going out in March 2022, 2 months from now. A month from now, yeah. So Rhoda is good for the individual, the planet, and the country. Every single metric that is important for a commuter, the commute time, operational costs, health, low impact, Rhoda does it. Rhoda is good at every single one of it. And these are numbers, very conservative numbers. And then talking about climate, after all, we are the Green Energy Champion. 7,000 tons of carbon dioxide is emitted every single day in the streets of Colombo alone, right? This can be reduced by 70% if you're just charging at a normal outlet. This can be reduced by 95% if you're charging through solar. We are actually working with Ramesh on building a prototype for like a portable charging unit that he just told me is going to be around 40,000 rupees. Imagine that, just free charging. So the problem was there, made a solution, prototype, it's easy, it's convenient for me. But why am I making this into a business? Because the market is just, the numbers speak for themselves. 1.8 million people in Sri Lanka can afford a Rhoda, right? And these are very conservative numbers. 500,000 people would actually opt to go in a Rhoda. And then we in the next 5 years are targeting 30,000 bikes on the road. And we can do this, right? Because we believe we can do this because the traction that we've had up to now is amazing. Our first production run of 15 bikes was sold out in less than 6 hours, 12 hours. We've been featured. We've been blessed to be featured on all these on legacy media and all on online media. We on primetime TV as we speak right now at a Mobitel ad. We were featured to talk about electric mobility, government support. So it's been amazing, and all of this has been organic. So the revenue model is we first start by normalizing the idea of cycling. Cycling in Sri Lanka is considered to be a poor man's transport because you sweat, it's humid, people don't choose it. But we've designed a Rhoda to make it more, encourage people to commute more. And then the idea is for the first 12 months, get 1,000 bikes on the road. We're starting this with our starting model, which is the 169,000 entry model. And then we have the premiums and we have the upgrades that goes plus. This you see is the stainless steel model, which is more bling, which suits my style. And then you have the and the next phase of our revenue model is rentals, where we want to give the bikes out for rentals, get more people to experience it, and then once they feel for Rhoda, they don't want to go back. Third, we want to work with businesses offering like last mile delivery services. We want to work with the tourism industry, and we're actually working with Sonar to provide a fleet management system and also delivery platform for this. So Green Energy Champion has been amazing to create all these connections. And then phase 4 is basically shared bicycle infrastructure to augment public transport. This is our plan, this is our game plan. So, and then like I said, the manufacturing is 30,000 bikes at the end of 5 years. And okay, so what is it in for you? Like as an investor, we are asking for 50 million rupees, 14% stake, and we based on the projected numbers, conservative numbers, we see that your investment would increase by 27 times in the end of 5 years. So, and then we are profitable after year 3. Okay, so now who is doing this? The team. You have the engineer, a passionate engineer, an engineer who's passionate about solving this problem. You have a designer who loves cycling, who's actually cycled all around the country, around Sri Lanka, the island. You have a manufacturer who's been building heavy machinery for past 30 years, who's now taking care of the production. And then you have an advisor who's been basically investing in all the big names in Sri Lanka, who's helping us navigate the world of financing. So this is Rhoda. And now we've planted the seed in bringing up to a sprout. Now we need you to work with us and make Sri Lanka an iconic place for mobility, make Sri Lanka and the region actually an icon for electric, smart, sustainable mobility. Thank you very much.
Is that okay? That's great. We'll have to share, Shanali. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what 6 months of impactful progress looks like. And in addition to the phenomenal wins that you saw by each of the startups today, we really want to share, thank you. We really want to share some of the other key wins of the program as well. Did you know that globally, female leadership in clean tech and green tech companies is just under 30%? But today, you saw 70% representation of female leaders on stage today here in Sri Lanka. What an amazing outcome. The program also directly supported the creation of 6 jobs, mostly entry-level and graduate roles, as well as 20 indirect job opportunities. The program also further supported 46 micro and small vendors from across the regions. 2 of our teams went from prototype to build to selling to customers in under 12 weeks. 3 of our teams underwent a rebranding exercise thanks to our marketing and sales experts of the program. Some of our teams didn't even have a social media profile when they started on the program. And thanks to our program partners at Working Capital, they established their social media profiles, and now they can't keep up with the inquiries. But another thing we have to add is all of the teams, they were set certain targets as part of the program, and each and every single one of these teams exceeded their partnership, pre-sales, and customer feedback targets. What's also, hold your applause, one more thing to add. What's also beautiful to see is the cross-collaboration that's happening between the teams without seeing each other as competition in the same domain. As Ayaz mentioned, he's working with Root Sonar to integrate their route optimization app into the Rhoda app. Ramesh and Priya from EcoSteam are also working with Ayaz to build their mobile charging station as well using the solar roof tiles. In addition, Sanota and EcoTechBase, so that's Puro as well as EcoBuddy, are looking at potential integrations of biogas into the solar hot water system as well. And these are the beautiful synergies and collaborations we'd love to see in the industry. And remember, all this was achieved in the midst of unprecedented challenges like import and currency restrictions, movement restrictions, material shortages, connectivity issues for our teams outside of Colombo, COVID diagnosis, and some personal losses for the team just weeks out of the finale today. So the Green Energy Champion Accelerator is a fantastic example of what we can achieve when dedicated experts, driven startups, committed implementation partners with similar values and objectives come together.
Absolutely, Minuri. And the Green Energy Champion Accelerator is really a reflection of how the startup ecosystem can drive this change. I'd really like to thank once again the German Federal Foreign Office, the Ministry of Power, and also GIZ for really driving this change with us and bringing like-minded partners for this change we all need. In the recent 2022 Startup Genome Report, Sri Lanka, along with Singapore, was identified as the top emerging ecosystem for clean tech. Citing this incredible talent we have and that is capable of building clean tech solutions to power us through to the next generation to come. And with that, I'd like to invite all of you to meet with these 5 startups at their booths. We welcome you to learn about their product, to explore collaborations and market entry opportunities as y'all enjoy the refreshments that have been prepared for you, the ingredients of which have been sourced from Good Life X's very own alumni. So here's, ladies and gentlemen, to creating a change for a greener Sri Lanka. Thank you all, and good night.